This is a test.
This is a test. What do you know about language arts, math, science, and social studies? Find out while playing along with Knowledge for College, where teams from competing UISD schools spin the wheel of knowledge and answer questions from a world of subject categories. It's a mind challenge for students and a chance to win for their school. But most of all, it's a really fun way to learn. Now, let's play Knowledge for College.
Hi, and welcome to Knowledge for College, a game of knowledge and skill featuring some of the best and brightest students here at United ISD. Today we have students from Cuellar Elementary and Zaffirini Elementary. But before we meet our students, I'd like to present our guest host for today, Mark Montemayor, our county attorney here at Webb County. Mr. Montemayor, thank you for joining me, and if you could just kind of tell our students and the audience just some of your duties and responsibilities as county attorney.
Definitely. Well, first of all, thank you for having me. But yes, as county attorney, obviously, aside from serving as the legal advisor to the Commissioner's Court regarding all county business, you also handle all legal issues for the county, from employment issues to property issues, contract issues, any business. But one of the more important things that obviously is dear to me is issues dealing with the juveniles. That's another facet of the office that we're involved in, where we prosecute the juvenile cases, and to me that's something that's very important. But we also handle mental health issues here in the community, as well as CPS matters for the state office. So.
And of course, as a lawyer, you have to do a lot of reading and some math, I'm sure, as well, right? All that comes into play.
A lot of reading, a lot of assessing and trying to problem solving. But obviously, I have a big staff, and so they help out a lot, and obviously I wouldn't be here without them and without the support of many people. So.
Very good, sir. Thank you for joining us. And let's turn our attention now to our students from Cuellar Elementary. We have Saul and Serena. And Saul, if you just briefly tell us a little bit about yourself. Just what do you like to do when you're not in school?
I like to play video games or go with my friends and play soccer, something like that.
Okay, very good. Excellent. And Serena, what about you? What can you tell us about yourself, please?
Well, I like to draw, and I am named after a famous tennis ball player, Serena Williams. I have a dog named Toby, and I'm 11.
Okay, and what kind of dog do you have?
A pit bull.
Okay, very good. And now let's turn our attention to our students from Zaffirini Elementary, Yulisa and Eduardo. And Yulisa, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm 11. I have 10 pets. I have 8 cats and 2 dogs, and I love playing with all of them so much. I love them, and they all love me.
Good. And let me just ask you, do your cats and dogs, do they get along with each other?
Well, sometimes it all depends, which cat it is and which dog it is.
Okay.
But I guess it's fun.
I kind of figured that would be the case. And Eduardo, what can you tell us about yourself, please?
I'm 11 years old, and I like playing video games, and I like playing soccer, basketball.
All right, excellent, very good. And we've met our students, and now let's just go briefly over the rules. Before we begin, of course, each team is going to take turns spinning that wheel that you see behind you. The wheel has questions in language arts, social studies, math, and science. And of course, the red category is the wild turn. Those questions are designed to be a little more difficult, so you'll have you can earn 10 points by answering those correctly. The other questions are going to be worth 5 points if you answer correctly. Of course, you'll have 1 minute to answer, and when you hear that chime, you're going to give us an answer. Now, if a team in play answers incorrectly or can't answer the question, the other team will have a chance to answer the question and earn the points. So just because it's not your turn, you still want to pay attention to the questions and work them out. And of course, we held a coin toss a little earlier today, so our students from Cuellar won the coin toss, and Saul or Serena, will one of you go ahead and give us a good spin on the wheel and just make sure it goes around at least once. And we start our first spin of the day, and we land in the science category.
Science.
This is a science question for our students from Cuellar Elementary. And again, this will be worth 5 points. And remember, Mr. Montemayor, he's going to read you the question and then the 4 choices. Just give them a chance to go through the 4 choices, and that's when your time begins, okay?
Okay. Subject is science. In order for flowering plants to reproduce, pollen must be carried from one flower to another. To attract animals that carry their pollen, flowering plants have developed all of the following characteristics except A, tightly closed flower buds, B, nectar, C, bright colors, or D, pleasant odors.
And again, the science question is going to be worth 5 points for our students from Cuellar Elementary. If they can answer it correctly, they can earn 5 points, and they'll have a minute to answer. And as Saul and Serena work on the question, Mr. Montemayor, why don't you just go ahead and repeat the question one more time.
In order for flowering plants to reproduce, pollen must be carried from one flower to another. To attract animals that carry their pollen, flowering plants have developed all of the following characteristics except for A, tightly closed flower buds, B, nectar, C, bright colors, and D, pleasant odors.
And of course, our students will have to make a choice from one of those 4 choices. A, tightly closed flower buds, B, nectar, C, bright colors, or D, pleasant odors. And they're looking for the following. They have characteristics except for one of those. And what's your answer, please?
A.
A is correct.
That is correct. Very good, guys. So Cuellar Elementary jumps on the board with 5 points, and Zaffirini Elementary, it's your turn again, or once to start the game, excuse me. So Yulisa and Eduardo, will one of you give us a good spin on that wheel, please? Make sure it goes around at least once. And as it goes around, we're going to land in the wild turn category. So this is our first one of the day. Oh, sorry. And of course, here you go. And our students from Zaffirini can earn 10 points if they answer correctly.
Okay, here we go. Carlos learned that a low-pressure air system is coming into his part of the state. What type of weather will Carlos likely observe based on this change in air pressure? Will he observe A, cloudy skies with a good chance of rain, B, clear skies with no chance of rain, C, cloudy skies with no chance of rain, or D, clear skies with a good chance of rain?
And again, this is a wild turn question from the field of science, and it's designed to be a little more challenging, so our students can earn 10 points if they answer correctly. Otherwise, if they can't answer the question or they answer incorrectly, our team from Cuellar will get a chance to earn the points. And of course, our students have a minute.
Shall I repeat it one more time?
Sure, go ahead, sir.
Carlos learned that a low-pressure air system is coming into his part of the state. What type of weather will Carlos likely observe based on this change in air pressure? Go ahead.
We're going to go with A.
A is correct.
A is correct.
Good job.
So very good, Zaffirini. You jump out ahead with 10 points, and Cuellar Elementary, it's your turn. So Saul or Serena, will one of you give us a good spin, please? Just make sure it goes around at least once all the way, and we're going to ask you just to go ahead and spin it one more time, please, as we want it to go around at least once. So make sure it gets a good spin there. Very good. Go. And another science question for our students from Cuellar Elementary. And again, this will be worth 5 points if they can answer correctly.
Okay. The question is, what is an advantage of using a globe as a model of Earth? A, it shows Earth's history. B, it shows Earth's size. C, it shows Earth's shape. Or D, it shows Earth's position.
And again, this is a science question for our students from Cuellar Elementary, and they're asked to determine what's the advantage of using a globe as a model of the Earth. And they have 4 choices to choose from. And of course, if they answer correctly, they can earn 5 points. Otherwise, our students from Zaffirini Elementary will get a chance to answer the question and possibly earn the points if they can answer correctly as well. So, and if you could, Mr. Montemayor, just one more time.
Okay, one more time. What is an advantage of using a globe as a model of Earth? Is it A, it shows Earth's history, B, it shows Earth's size, C, it shows Earth's shape, or D, it shows Earth's position?
And as time winds on, our students will have a chance to earn 5 points. And students, what's your answer, please?
B.
What was that again?
B.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Zaffirini, you have a chance to earn some points here. What's your answer, please?
C.
Correct.
That is correct.
C it is.
So Zaffirini Elementary earns the points. And Zaffirini, it's also your turn. So Yulisa or Eduardo, will one of you go ahead and just give us a good spin, please? Oh, another
Wild turn.
Another wild turn question for our students from Zaffirini. Of course, there's always an element of chance with the wheel, so. Okay, guys, here you go. Here you go.
Okay, the subject of this question is, it's a math question. There are 26 students in Mr. Diaz's class. Each student sold 15 tickets for the school competition at a cost of $7 per ticket. How much money did the class raise selling tickets for the school competition? A, $390, B, $2,830, C, $397, or D, $2,730? That's for Zaffirini.
And again, this is a wild turn question for our students from Zaffirini Elementary, and it comes from the math subject area. And our students have to determine the cost of some tickets here. And if you could just go ahead and repeat one more time, Mr. Montemayor.
There are 26 students in Mr. Diaz's class. Each student sold 15 tickets for the school competition at a cost of $7 per ticket. How much money did the class raise selling tickets for the school competition? A, $390, B, $2,830, C, $397, or D, $2,730?
We're going to go with D.
D is correct.
D is correct.
$2,730.
And our students earned the 10 points, and it's also time to take a break, so let's go ahead and do that, and we'll be back right after these messages.
If you've ever dreamed of owning a new car, now's your chance. The Sames Kia in the Classroom program is open to all United ISD high school students. You could catch a new Kia by just having perfect attendance during any 9-week period this school year. Your name will then be entered into the UISD Grand Prize drawing to win a new 2014 Kia Soul. Don't let this be the year that the big one got away.
Don't join a gang. Criminal activity can land you in jail.
If you're in a gang and want to get out, if you've been threatened for not joining a gang, the United ISD anti-gang facilitators can help. They can help you get out of a gang.
The anti-gang facilitators are available at all UISD secondary schools. They can help you turn your life around.
Welcome to the Imaginarium.
Wow, this is awesome. I want to be an engineer. I want to be a veterinarian.
Those are both great career goals. And in order to reach your goals, it's important to study hard and focus on science, technology, engineering, and math courses. Did you know that the top 20 paying jobs in the U.S. require a strong background in STEM education?
STEM equals success.
All United ISD high school students have the chance to score really big this school year as part of the Sames Kia in the Classroom program. Just have perfect attendance during any 9-week period, and your name will be entered into the UISD Grand Prize drawing to win a 2014 Kia Soul. Play like a champ, refuse to lose, go to school, get a good education, and maybe even a new car. It's a win-win.
Hi, my name is Jose Hernandez. I'm a former migrant farm worker and now a former NASA astronaut. I had the opportunity to become an astronaut because I stayed in school and I focused on STEM education, science, technology, engineering, and math. And even though we worked in the fields, I was able to realize my dream through hard work and perseverance. No matter how humble your beginnings are, there's a way to move forward, and that's through a proper education.
And welcome back. This is Knowledge for College, a game of knowledge and skill featuring some of the best and brightest here at United ISD. Today's schools are Cuellar Elementary, and our guest today is our Webb County attorney. Sir, you have a question for our students, and
yes,
we can start off our second segment with that.
Okay, thank you. Obviously, I think education is very important in everybody's life. So setting goals is very important as well. And so with that, my question is, what is it that each of y'all wants to be when y'all grow up? So I'll start with you, Saul.
I want to work with computers.
Oh, good. That's good. How about you, Zaffirini?
I want to be the President of the United States.
All right. Wow. Well, good. It's very good. How about you, Lisa?
I want to become a vet.
Ooh, a veterinarian. That's also good. I know we need good veterinarians here for big animals. That's, cows and horses.
And small ones, too.
Yes, that's true. How about you, Eduardo?
I would like to be a professor for college students, math.
Good.
Math professor? That's very good.
Well, good. Those are all very good things, and obviously, I encourage y'all to work hard and go for those goals. Anything is possible. I truly believe that. So good luck.
And thank you, Mr. Montemayor, for asking the question. And just before we begin, I guess, what do you think of our show so far?
Oh, I'm learning a few things myself. So obviously, these questions are very challenging, but the students are doing real good. So thank you for having me.
Certainly. And let's go ahead and resume play now. And it's Cuellar Elementary's turn at the wheel. So Saul or Serena, will one of you give us a good spin on the wheel? Just make sure it goes around at least once. There we go. And another science question for our students from Cuellar Elementary.
It's all science today.
All right. And you can go ahead and start reading, sir.
Okay, the question.
Here you go, guys.
Helen's class is learning about the life cycles of various insects. While observing a cricket hatching out of its egg, Helen observes that it looks like a tiny version of an adult cricket. Over the next couple of weeks, Helen sees the cricket grow and eventually become an adult cricket. What stage was a cricket in just after it hatched? A, pupa, B, nymph, C, larva, or D, adult?
And this is a science question for our students from Cuellar Elementary. And of course, they have to determine the stage of a cricket here. Their choices are pupa, nymph, larva, or adult.
B.
B, nymph. Correct.
That is correct. And you earn the 5 points, Cuellar Elementary. Zaffirini Elementary, it's your turn once again. So give us a good spin, you Lisa. And after that excellent spin, we're going to land in the language arts category. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that's the first one of the day. So,
okay.
Here we go.
What type of stories did Aesop write? Did I pronounce that correct?
I think he's called Aesop. He's a Greek writer. Yes.
What type of stories did Aesop write?
And your choices are?
A, fables, B, mysteries, C, tall tales, or D, horror.
So, if you guys know who Aesop is, you'll know what kind of stories he wrote, and that's what we're trying to determine here. Or at least our students from Zaffirini Elementary, that's what they're trying to determine. And they can earn 5 points by answering correctly. Otherwise, our students from Cuellar Elementary will have a chance to answer the question and possibly earn the points. And just to repeat one more time, what type of stories did Aesop write?
We pick A.
A, fables.
Fables,
correct.
That is correct. So good job, Zaffirini Elementary. You earned 5 points. And Cuellar Elementary, it's your turn once again. So Serena or Saul, will one of you give us a good spin on that wheel? There we go. Very good spin, and our students land in the math category. And this one, of course, contains a little chart, so you guys will have a copy of that. Here you go.
Okay, here's a question. Use a table side to study the length of common insects. The question is, which two insects are the same length? A, bumblebee and field ant, 15/20 equals 25/100. B, field ant and fruit fly, 25/100 equals 5/20. C, fruit fly and soldier beetle, 5/20 equals 5/10. Or D, soldier beetle and bumblebee, 5/10 equals 15/20.
Now, of course, our students have a table that they can refer to and use the table side to study the length of common insects. And of course, it's basically just trying to determine which the two fractions are equal to one another. Of course, the choices are A, bumblebee and field ant, B, field ant and fruit fly, C, fruit fly and soldier beetle, or D, soldier beetle and bumblebee. Are you guys ready?
Yes. We pick B.
B, field ant and fruit fly. Correct.
That is correct.
Yeah.
25/100 equals 5/20. Very good, guys. And let's see, Zaffirini Elementary, it's your turn once again. So go ahead and give us a good spin, please. And this time our students land in the social studies category. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is the first one we've had today. So here you go.
Okay, the question is, in which manner did colonists get cheap labor from Europe by paying passage to America in exchange for service to repay the cost of the passage? Is it A, indentured servitude, B, ship fee slavery, C, servant repayment, or D, passage indebtedness?
And the social studies question is for our students from Zaffirini Elementary. And of course, our students can earn 5 points if they answer correctly, and they'll have a minute to answer. And Mr. Montemayor, if you could just go ahead and repeat one more time.
Yes. In which manner did colonists get cheap labor from Europe by paying passage to America in exchange for service to repay the cost of the passage? A, indentured servitude, B, ship fee slavery, C, servant repayment, or D, passage indebtedness?
We're going to go with B.
B.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Cuellar Elementary, you have a chance to earn some points here. What's your answer, please? Cuellar Elementary.
C.
C. I'm sorry, that's also incorrect. No points in this round. The answer we were looking for was A, indentured servitude. That's our correct answer for this question. No points on this round, but good try anyway, students. And Cuellar Elementary, it's your turn once again. So Saul or Serena, will one of you give us a turn on that wheel, please? And just make sure it goes around all the way around at least once. And our students land in the language arts category. And this question was for our students from Cuellar Elementary.
Okay. Here we go. Which is an example of a simile? I'm sorry. Which is an example of a simile? A, dust flies up behind her. B, Nicole can clobber that ball. C, Anthony swings hard, misses, and spins like a top. Or D, my hands are clenched together in a knot.
C.
C.
Correct.
That is correct. So good job, Cuellar Elementary. You earned the 5 points. And Zaffirini, it's your turn again. So Elisa, give us a very good spin, please. That's it. And this time, our students from Zaffirini have a math question they must answer in order to earn their 5 points. There you go.
Okay. The question is, which expression can be used to find the volume of the rectangular prism shown below? A, 12 by 4 by 6. B, 12 plus 4 plus 6. C, 12 plus 12 plus 4 plus 4 plus 6 plus 6. Or D, 12 plus 4 times 6. And actually, A should have been 12 times 4 times 6.
And of course, our students have a copy of the drawing for the prism shown below.
We go with A.
Correct.
That is correct. And you earn another 5 points. And of course, it's time now to take another break, so let's go ahead and do that, and we'll be right back.
Let's go Kia!
All United ISD high school students have the chance to score really big this school year as part of the Sames Kia in the Classroom program. Just have perfect attendance during any 9-week period, and your name will be entered into the UISD Grand Prize drawing to win a 2014 Kia Soul. Play like a champ, refuse to lose, go to school, get a good education, and maybe even a new car. It's a win-win.
Drivers, be careful around school buses and in school zones. Come to a complete stop when you see the flashing red lights on a school bus. Slow down to 20 miles per hour in a school zone at the start and at the end of each day. State law prohibits the use of cell phones or any handheld devices in an active school zone.
Please obey crossing guards directing traffic. Failure to heed these warnings can lead to fines or jail time.
Keep our kids safe. Drive carefully.
And welcome back. You've been watching Knowledge for College, a game of knowledge and skill featuring some of the best and brightest students here at United ISD. We'd like to thank our students from Cuellar Elementary and Zaffirini Elementary for joining us here today. And of course, Mr. Mark Montemayor, our Webb County attorney, for joining us as well. He was our guest host for today. I'm your host, Robert Nino. And Mr. Montemayor, just some final thoughts and comments about our show today.
Obviously, the students did excellent, and you know, some of these questions were tough, and like I said before, I know I learned a few things here today, so I'm sure they did as well. But thank you for having me.
Yes.
Congratulations to both Cuellar and Zaffirini.
Yes, our Curriculum and Instruction Department is kind enough to provide us with these questions for our students. These are for 5th grade students, so they're at a 5th grade level, and some are a little bit challenging, and some are probably a little easier for our students. It just varies. And of course, before we depart, we'd like to take time to thank our sponsors, the ones who provide prizes for our students: Chick-fil-A at Mall del Norte, Chick-fil-A at Bob Bullock Loop, Montana Mike, Sonic, America's Drive-In, CC's Pizza, Chuck E. Cheese's, Subways, and Great American Cookies. And with that, we'll go ahead and just take time and say goodbye, everybody. So go ahead and wave. Bye.
Bye.